Hi, I'm Dr. Sarah Collins, and I want to share something that might completely change how you think about staying strong and independent after 50. You've probably been told your whole life that walking is enough exercise once you get older, that just getting your steps in is all you need. Every doctor, every fitness magazine, and even friends or family repeat the same advice like a script. But here's the truth nobody's really talking about. Walking is great for your heart, yes, but it does almost nothing for the muscles that start disappearing quietly after 60. That muscle loss, called sarcopenia, sneaks up on you year after year. By the time most people hit their 70s, a lot of muscle has already been lost. And once it's gone, walking alone can't bring it back. But here's the exciting part. There's a set of exercises you can do at home, using just a wall and your own body, that can rebuild strength, improve balance, and even help your bones stay denser. These aren't just any exercises. Orthopedic specialists have been quietly using them for decades because they deliver real results. The difference is huge. Think about lifting your grandchildren with ease or standing from a chair without struggling. That's what these exercises target. And the most amazing part? You don't need machines, heavy weights, or fancy gyms. Just a wall, some controlled movements, and a little patience. We'll start at number 5, the exercise most people completely overlook, yet it's one of the most important for your hips and overall balance. It's called the wall-assisted side leg lift, and it might sound simple, but it works muscles that are absolutely critical for keeping your body stable every time you stand, step, or shift your weight. These hip stabilizers, specifically the gluteus medius and deep lateral hip fibers, are what prevent your pelvis from collapsing and help you move safely. Without them, your body loses natural support, leading to instability, uneven walking, and a higher risk of falls. A study published in a major gerontology journal tested older adults who had balance limitations. One group performed targeted hip strengthening exercises, the other just walked. Weeks later, the exercise group showed significantly improved stability and control. Walking alone can't match that. When you walk, hundreds of muscles share the work, but when you do side leg lifts, you isolate these stabilizing muscles and force them to get stronger. The correct way to do it is simple. Stand tall next to a wall, place one hand lightly for support, and lift your outside leg slowly to the side. Keep your hips level, don't lean or tilt, and hold for 2 full seconds. Then lower it back down slowly. Start with 10 to 15 repetitions on each side, performing this daily. Almost anyone can do it safely, even with hip or knee issues. Over a few weeks, you'll notice steadier balance, stronger hips, and more confidence on your feet. This simple movement lays the foundation for building more strength and stability with the exercises we'll cover next. Now that your hips are starting to feel stronger, let's move on to number 4, the wall hamstring press. Your hamstrings are the large muscles running along the back of your thighs, and they play a huge role in everyday movements, climbing stairs, standing up from a chair, getting out of a car. Unfortunately, these muscles tend to weaken faster than almost any other as we age, and walking barely activates them. When you take a step, your hamstrings engage just a little as your leg swings forward, but they never work against meaningful resistance. Over time, that lack of engagement means they shrink, which can make your knees and lower body feel weaker, less stable, and more prone to discomfort. The wall hamstring press fixes that by forcing your hamstrings to stretch and activate in a way walking never does. To do it, lie flat on your back near a wall. Place one heel up against the wall and keep your other leg bent comfortably on the floor. Gently slide your body closer to the wall until you feel a nice stretch along the back of your raised leg. Keep your legs straight as far as is comfortable, but don't push into pain. Hold this position for 10 to 15 seconds, breathing slowly and allowing the muscle to relax. Lower your leg, switch sides, and repeat. If lying on the floor is uncomfortable, use a mat, towel, or folded blanket for support. Orthopedic surgeons love this exercise because it restores hamstring function, which protects your knees, absorbs force through your legs, and helps you move safely. Strong hamstrings act like shock absorbers for your body, reducing stress on joints with every step. People often report that stairs feel easier and that standing up feels smoother after practicing this simple movement a few times a week. Next, number 3, the wall hip hinge hold. This exercise targets your posterior chain, the hamstrings, glutes, and lower back muscles, which are the hidden controllers of your strength and stability. Weakness here directly affects your posture, balance, and how safely you can bend or lift things. Many seniors end up tripping or struggling with daily tasks simply because these muscles have become weak over the years. The wall hip hinge hold strengthens exactly the muscles you rely on when picking things up from the floor or standing back up safely without placing strain on your joints. To perform it, stand with your back against a wall and your feet just a few inches in front of you. Keep your legs mostly straight and hinge forward from your hips, letting your arms hang naturally toward the floor. Only go as far as feels comfortable, maintaining a long, straight back. Hold for 10 to 20 seconds, breathing slowly, then return to standing. Repeat this a few times. Practicing this movement improves your balance because it forces your core to stabilize your body as you hinge. It also strengthens your glutes and hamstrings in a way that walking alone never will. Over time, this exercise helps restore functional strength, reduces risk of falls, and makes daily movements like bending, picking up objects, or simply standing more controlled and confident. These exercises might feel simple at first, but the results can be life-changing. By targeting specific muscles that walking neglects, you're building real strength, improving stability, and protecting your independence. And the great thing is, you don't need any machines, complicated equipment, or long hours in a gym. Just a wall, your body, and controlled movements are enough to see progress. Now we're moving into the top 2 exercises, the ones orthopedic specialists swear by for long-term mobility and independence. Number 2 is the wall plank hold, and it might surprise you just how important this is for staying strong after 50. Everything you do in daily life, opening doors, getting out of bed, carrying groceries, reaching overhead, even hugging your loved ones relies on a coordinated system of muscles in your upper body and trunk. Your abdominals, deep spinal stabilizers, shoulders, and upper back all work together to keep you upright and supported. When these muscles weaken, gravity starts winning. Shoulders round forward, your upper body collapses inward, and your posture deteriorates. This isn't just about looks. It compresses your lungs, makes breathing harder, shifts your center of gravity forward, and increases your risk of falls. Chronic pain in the neck, shoulders, and lower back becomes more likely too. Walking alone can't fix this because your arms swing passively at your sides. There's no bracing, no resistance, and no challenge for your body to stabilize itself. That's why dedicated walkers still develop upper body weakness. The wall plank hold trains these muscles continuously, teaching your body to brace and support itself against gravity. To do it, stand facing a wall and place your forearms against it at shoulder height. Step your feet back slightly and keep your body in a straight line from head to heels. Tighten your stomach, squeeze your glutes, and hold without letting your hips sag or your shoulders collapse. Hold for 15 to 30 seconds, breathing steadily, then rest and repeat. Orthopedic specialists prescribe this exercise because it builds upper body and spinal support safely without joint strain. Over time, it improves posture, balance, and functional strength, helping you feel more stable in daily activities. And finally, number 1, the wall-supported single leg sit. If you only do one exercise for the rest of your life, this should be it. This movement is one of the clearest tests of longevity and independence. Researchers have consistently found that leg strength and balance are directly linked to how long you can stay independent as you age. This exercise lights up your quads, glutes, calves, and core simultaneously. No other wall-based movement trains strength and balance this directly. It's functional strength you use every day, standing up from a chair, climbing stairs, stepping off a curb, even catching yourself when you lose your balance. Because it's weight-bearing, it creates the tension your muscles need to grow stronger, something walking rarely provides. Orthopedic surgeons love it because it builds real strength without machines, weights, or joint strain. To do it, stand with your back against a wall and walk your feet slightly forward. Lower into a squat as far as you comfortably can while maintaining control. Shift most of your weight into one leg, keeping the other foot lightly on the floor for balance. Focus on squeezing your thigh and glutes as you hold. This mind-muscle connection is where the strength gains happen. Hold for 10 to 20 seconds, then slowly stand back up and switch sides. As you get stronger, use less support from your non-working leg until you can briefly hold the position on one leg. Within weeks, stairs feel easier, your legs feel stronger, and your balance improves noticeably. These 5-wall exercises together represent what orthopedic surgeons wish every patient over 60 would train. Not just cardio, but real strength, balance, and control. Walking has its place. It matters for cardiovascular health. But if you want to maintain independence, protect your joints, and stay steady on your feet, targeted resistance training is essential. You don't need to do all 5 at once. Start with one exercise, practice it for a few days until comfortable, and then add another, moving up the list at your own pace. Performing each movement 2 to 3 times per week, with a day of rest in between, is enough to see meaningful improvements in strength and balance. Now that you've learned all 5 exercises, let's talk about how to put them into action so you can start seeing results without feeling overwhelmed. The key is consistency, not intensity. Start with just one exercise today. Practice it for a few days until it feels comfortable and natural. Then, add another movement from the list. Slowly build up to all 5 exercises over a few weeks. You don't need to do them all at once, and you don't need long sessions. Even a few minutes of focused, controlled movement is enough to start rebuilding strength, improving balance, and protecting your joints. Remember, if an exercise causes sharp pain, stop immediately and try a gentler variation. These movements are meant to challenge your muscles safely, not hurt them. Over time, you'll notice subtle but powerful changes. Standing up feels easier, stairs feel smoother, your legs feel stronger, and your confidence on your feet improves. These exercises work because they target the muscles walking alone ignores. Walking is great for your heart, but it doesn't strengthen the hip stabilizers, hamstrings, posterior chain, core, or upper body in the way these wall-based exercises do. When you train these muscles, you're rebuilding the foundation that keeps your body upright, stable, and capable of everyday movement. That means fewer falls, less strain on your joints, and more independence for the years ahead. You're not just exercising, you're investing in your ability to live life fully, without relying on others for simple daily tasks. Think about it. Simple movements like a wall-assisted side leg lift or a wall-supported single leg sit can literally change how you move through life. These exercises improve balance, strengthen muscles, and even support bone health. You can do them safely at home, with minimal equipment and at a pace that works for your body. That's why orthopedic specialists recommend them so often. They deliver real results for real people, especially seniors who want to stay independent. Now, it's your turn. Start with one exercise today, practice it safely, and build gradually. Remember, 2 to 3 sessions per week, resting a day in between, is enough to see progress. Pay attention to how your body feels, focus on proper form, and gradually increase hold times or repetitions as your strength improves. Within just a few weeks, most people notice better balance, stronger legs, and more confidence moving through their daily lives. And the best part? These exercises are completely adaptable. If a movement feels too challenging, adjust the range of motion or reduce hold times until you feel comfortable. Your goal is progress, not perfection. We want to hear from you. Which of these 5-wall exercises are you most excited to try first? Have you ever been told that walking is the only exercise you need after 50 or 60? Share your experiences in the comments. We read and reply to every single one. And if you enjoyed training at home using just a wall, be sure to check out our latest video for more science-backed, isometric exercises you can safely do at home. Start today, stay consistent, and watch your strength, balance, and independence grow. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next session. By now, you've learned all 5 wall exercises that orthopedic specialists recommend for adults over 50. But knowing the exercises is only the first step. The real power comes from consistency and smart progression. Many people make the mistake of doing too much too soon, then giving up when it feels tiring. You don't need to push yourself to exhaustion. Start small, focus on proper form, and let your muscles gradually get stronger. Even a few minutes per exercise, 2 to 3 times per week, can make a dramatic difference in your strength, balance, and confidence. Think about what these exercises really do. They target muscles walking alone can't reach. Your hip stabilizers, hamstrings, glutes, quads, core, and upper back are all strengthened, making everyday movements easier and safer. That means standing from a chair, climbing stairs, stepping off a curb, or catching yourself if you trip. These are the moments that truly impact independence. Walking is wonderful for your heart, but these wall exercises rebuild the foundation that supports your whole body. They also improve your posture, reduce strain on joints, and even help maintain bone density, all critical for seniors wanting to stay active and independent. It's also important to remember that these exercises are fully adaptable. If you feel challenged, adjust the range of motion or reduce the hold time. Progress at your own pace. What matters most is consistency. Over a few weeks, you'll likely notice subtle improvements. Your legs feel stronger, your balance steadier, your confidence higher. These changes may feel small at first, but over months, they add up to significant improvements in mobility and quality of life. Your body remembers what you train it to do, and these targeted movements teach it to move safely and efficiently again. Don't underestimate the psychological benefits either. Feeling steady and strong gives you the confidence to move freely, participate in family activities, and enjoy life without fear of falling. That mental boost is just as important as the physical improvements. And the best part? You can do all of this at home, using nothing but a wall and your own body. No machines, no heavy weights, no gym membership required. All you need is a little space, commitment, and patience. Now, it's time to take action. Pick one exercise today and give it a try. Focus on form, hold for the recommended time, and notice how your body responds. Add another exercise after a few days and continue building up at a pace that feels right for you. Remember, even small, consistent efforts create lasting change. Your strength, balance, and independence are worth it. We'd love to hear from you. Which of these 5 wall exercises will you try first? Have you ever been told that walking alone is all you need after 50 or 60? Share your experiences in the comments. We read and reply to every single one. And if you want more science-backed, safe, isometric exercises for seniors, check out our latest video right here. Start today, stay consistent, and watch yourself grow stronger, steadier, and more confident every day. Your independence and quality of life are worth every second of effort.